afternoon. My name is EricaP, and today I will be talking to you about the Wildlife Society certification. How many of you guys have applied for a job? Raise your hands. How many of you have not gotten a job because you were not qualified enough?
Oh.
So, I think it was last year, I applied to between 20 and 25, 30 positions for the summer. I got 3 emails back, and mostly because my time frame for working was not adequate for them, but half of them were because I was not qualified for the job because something or another was not what they wanted. So, TWS certification. You can either become an associate wildlife biologist or a certified wildlife biologist. You have to become an associate first, but certified is the better one to be. So certification, you have to go through coursework, which you would be doing now, and you have to have some experience in order to be qualified after you apply for the application and whatnot. Yes, so the coursework needed. You need at least 81 credit hours in these various categories to qualify to apply for the certification. Most of these at Tech you actually get if you are in the wildlife program. I haven't gone through to look at how my coursework lines up with theirs, but it's pretty close. There are a couple extra classes that you have to take, like some botany classes and whatnot, to cover some different biological science areas. So the goal of this program is to help professionals in the wildlife field feel more like higher class, I guess, and help with development of their professional careers. Here are so on their website they have 3 different objectives, which is to maintain minimum standards of education and experience for their members or non-members, and encourage practicing wildlife biologists to meet these standards, because if you don't meet the standards, how are people going to know if you're good or not? It increases public confidence in you and your abilities, and it establishes a procedure for review and evaluation of your peers or the public. So why is Wildlife Society certification important? Like I said, public opinion kind of matters in this field, because as a wildlife biologist you would be working with the public mostly directly. You'd be interacting with them on a daily basis, and if they don't know how qualified you are for this position, how are they going to know that you know what you're talking about? Like I said, job requirements and resume boosters. If I'm standing up here and there's somebody else who has the wildlife certification and I don't, they will probably get the job before I do, because it proves to the employer that they have all of these courses and experience that I may have but don't show. You can connect with other professionals through this, because you're working with other people who are also certified, and it helps you to just talk about other things. It also supports the wildlife profession. Having this approval from the Wildlife Society just improves professionalism and the reputation. So if the society's like, oh hey, 85% of our members are certified, that looks really good, because it means that 85% of the members have taken all of these courses and they know what they're doing, and it looks really good in public's opinion. So application to real life. Like I said, if I'm standing here with someone and I don't have the certification, what does that mean? Anyone?
They're not going to hire you.
Yeah, so I know this is really a quick rundown of what this program does. But it's kind of important to wildlife people to look at it and to think about potentially getting this coursework done, because Virginia Tech does not have all of the courses on our degree requirements that fulfill these categories. As a younger student, I know some of you guys are, it's important to look at what classes you might want to take instead of taking fluff classes in your free time so that you can become certified. I actually did not find out about this program until I think my junior year, and so by that time I was already behind in my schoolwork because I had switched into wildlife, and I was not able to fit in all the required courses for this program. So unless I take these courses in grad school or on my own time, I unfortunately can't be certified as a wildlife biologist yet after graduation. Here are my references. Questions?
So, I might have just missed it, but when you're going to like apply for the certification or whatever, is it like an online thing? Is it like
Yeah,
something?
so they're actually revamping the whole program a little bit. You can now, I think either now or in the next month or so, you'll be able to apply online for it. And then kind of like our degree, you can substitute some things for courses. They don't really want you to substitute a lot of experience for the coursework. You can do that, but it's not as acceptable because they want you to have taken courses being taught by someone who knows what they're talking about. So like the botany stuff, at least for our degree, you're only required to take 4 credit hours, and I think you might need like 6 or something. So it's not as good if you replace it with experience, because experience only gives you like one small realm of botany that you might not get from a whole class.